Aloha and welcome to Chair Yoga. My name is Marianette. I teach Chair Yoga at Lanakila Multi-Purpose Senior Health Center. And one of the principles about yoga is ahimsa. I'll spell that for you. That's A-H-I-M-S-A, ahimsa, which in yoga talk means no harm. And with that being said, kupuna, I do want you to be healthy and safe as well. So one of the things about your chair is preferably to have a chair without an arm, a chair that is stable. As you can see, ours is on a rug, but if it was on a wooden floor, that might be kind of slippery. So what's even the most beneficial is to have that chair on a yoga mat, because yoga mats are very gripping. Okay, so please, kupuna, stay safe. We don't want a chair with wheels on. Okay. And of course, if you want to use a pillow as well to keep yourself comfortable. And as you do yoga more and more, your back will get stronger, and maybe you may not need that pillow someday. But for today, especially for the start of a yoga session, I like to use a pillow. And keeping on that same rhythm of ahimsa, kupuna, please, please, please stay safe, doing what your body can do. Okay, not copying me. Okay, take it to your effort. Okay, challenge, but stay safe. Okay, no pain, no strain, and if pain, refrain. And that's what yoga is about. It's about being steady and comfortable. Okay, we won't be holding our breath in chair yoga. We won't be doing exaggerated breathing. Slow, flowing breath. Okay. So let's sit up nice and straight in our chair. Our feet grasping or rooting into the ground, sending that energy up. Into the belly. Let's bring our bellies in, shoulders back, and let's roll those shoulders back, helping that backwardness. We get so much forwardness with computers and cell phones. So let's help that shoulder go back and sitting up straight. So it's up, back, and down. And so let's meet in the down position. Up, back, and down. Mai kai. Very good. And lastly, our head to the sky, lengthening your spine. Okay, so pretend the ceiling is a magnet and it is attracting you. Nice tall spine, soft shoulders, belly in. And you may want to close your eyes or gaze down at the floor, but keeping your chin parallel with the floor. As we tune in, as we start to center. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, but just to be present on your chair. So right now, I want to invite you to just follow the natural rhythm of your breath. Your body knows what to do. And if your mind flutters away, give it a smile, bring it back, and focus on the breath. Our chi, our ki, our ha, life's force, our energy, gift of life, the breath. So just relax comfortably as we enjoy the breath. Now today's breathing technique is called extended abdominal breathing. Our previous segment, we did a three-part breath, which was bringing that breath into the belly, up the rib cage, up to the chest, adding in the back body, and letting it all go. But today, we're going to focus on the abdominal, down here in the belly, preferably below the navel. If it helps for you to close your eyes during this breathing technique, by all means, it helps to focus inward into the mind. So let's put our hands on that belly. Let's bring some oxygen into our body, into the belly, feeling the belly rise and fall. And the goal of this breathing technique is to exhale longer than the inhale. Breathing through the nose, in through the nose, and preferably exhaling and out through the nose. And if that's uncomfortable for you to exhale through the nose, by all means, use your mouth or purse your lips. The nose has a filter. It's like TSA, keeps out the bad guys. So now let's take long breaths in the belly. And time those breaths. Is it 3 counts on the inhale and 3 counts on the exhale? Or is it 4 counts on the inhale and 4 counts on the exhale? So let's try to even the counts out. No forcing, no contracting. As we even the counts out, 3 and 3 or 4 and 4. Now let's see if we can add a count on the exhale, exhaling longer. 3 on the inhale and 4 on the exhale. Throwing out the rubbish, the carbon dioxide, getting rid of that stuff. Or maybe it's 4 on the inhale and 5 on the exhale. So that's the goal of this breathing technique. Exhaling longer than the inhaling. So I invite you to do this once a day, twice a day, and any of the breathing techniques that you'll learn from me. Nourishes the blood, strengthens the immune system, improves lung capacity. All important to keep us as healthy as we can be. The ammunition we have, our own built-in tool. And to reduce stress. So slowly come back to your natural breath. And we can slowly open our eyes as we begin the movement portion of our sequence today. So let's warm up. And warming up the neck, spine, arms and legs, it's a warm up, but it also can also be your home practice. So let's start off from the top, right ear to right shoulder. Just hold it there. A couple of breaths, and left ear to left shoulder. At your pace. It may not go all the way down to the shoulder, that's okay. Now let's take that right ear to right shoulder. And one more time, left ear to left shoulder. Keeping our neck healthy. And back to center. And let's include our arms on this one. Let's float the arms up. Inhale, and on the exhale, take it over the midline. And with your left arm, you can either keep it down to the side or on your hip. You feel that out. And looking up. And keeping that right tailbone in that seat. We're not lifting up. We want that rubber band effect. So reach like you're reaching for something on the shelf. and release. All right, mai kai. Let's do the other side. Float that left arm up. On the inhale, and on the exhale, take it over the midline. Stretching out that left side body, keeping that left tailbone down. And release, mai kai. Now let's take it down to the spine, keeping our feet and knees hip distance apart. And how you can measure that is putting a fist right between your knees there. See if you're at a best alignment you can have. Now let's take that left hand on your left thigh, and with your right hand, put it on your left hand. And we want to move that tummy, that abdomen, towards the left. Not using your arms or your shoulders, but right here, moving it towards that left knee. And hold it right there for a spinal warm-up. And breathe. Breathing into the areas we're working on. And we're not torquing to 3 o'clock. Nice soft spinal twist. And release. Let's do it on the other side. Right hand on right knee right there. And that left hand on top of that right hand. And taking that abdomen, that belly towards that right knee. Softly towards that right knee and stay right there. And breathe. And mai kai. All right. And lastly, our legs. So let's extend that right leg, extending of the right leg. And we're always going to hinge from the hips. So you might want to put your hands right there, letting you know just where that hinging occurs. And now on your left hand on that left knee, and it's a knee or a thigh, right in that area. And what we're going to do is we're going to, again, hinging from the hips, we're going to press down on the left thigh and pressing down on your right heel and flexing the toes to the nose. And it helps you better. You might want to even scoot further on the edge of the chair. What do you notice? What are you noticing on the back of the right leg? Hinging forward from the hips, toes to nose. And release. Okay, let's do that on the other side. Right hand on your right knee, left hand over that right hand, and extending the left leg. Extending of the left leg and flexing the toes to your nose. Kicking out with the heel, and let's hinge forward from the hips. Whew. You feel that? I feel that. Kicking, 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 and let's release. Keeping yourself safe, no harm. Okay, let's go right into our activity practice. So usually we're always breathing and then a warm-up, breathing and then a warm-up. And this could be it for you. That could be your practice of the day. But if you want to take it even further, in my usual class, we do a movement activity. And today we're going to do the Can Good Yoga, I call it. I call it Can Good Yoga. Just using something out of your pantry. It could be a bottle of water, if you have a 1 pound weight, or if you have 2 cans, okay? And they're about 15 to 16 ounces. So let's use our cans today. And this is gonna take some brain yoga as well, because we're doing a lot of counting. And let's extend the legs too. Let's go into our goddess. Extending the legs, making sure that knee is pointing towards that second toe. Knees pointing towards that second toe. And sitting up straight, head to sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's do it backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Mai kai. Whew. Let's shake that out. Let's do that on the other side. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Reaching for that top shelf. And opening up the chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. My kai. And that was our movement activity for the day. But of course, because of time, you can do it longer. Sometimes we do it maybe 2 rounds. And then we always end our activity or our sequence, our practice with a cool down. So let's grab your knee and bring that up to your chest. My favorite pose of all time, knee to chest. And the other one, bring your left knee to chest. And release. Let's get on a tippy toe right here, bringing the knee as high up as you can. Let's hug the knees. And breathe. Taking care of our organs, our digestive system. And release. And one more cool down. Let's float our arms up. And reach for your left hip. And looking left. By this time, our body is warmed up, so we can do more of a spinal twist. And release. And it would end with about a 5-minute shavasana, or one of my students call it meditation, and they love it. They fall asleep, some of them. But we won't be doing that today. But on your own time, by all means. And Savasana, you just get comfortable in your chair, close your eyes, and focus on your breath for about 5 minutes. So let's share 3 breaths together. Push down to reach up. Back to heart center. Let's push down to reach and float up. Gathering the energy, bringing it to the heart. And one last time, push down to reach up. Mahalo for sharing your time with me, with us. Let there always be warmth in your hale, fish in your net, and aloha in your heart. Namaste.